I'll speak tomorrow. It's 8:40. 9 o'clock. How many of you not coming? Raise your hands, please. You're not coming? How many of you coming? Oh, yeah. You have to make Maharaj happy. No? How many of you coming?
Not only my happiness, the happiness for our Lord Chaitanya mission. All the way from the soldier of Lord Chaitanya.
Gurve Gauri Chandraya Radhikaya Sadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Saparivar Shri Prabhupada ki
जय।
My pranams to Pujyapat Maharaj and to Shri BhaktiSiddhanta Vritti Maharaj, Bhumipati Prabhu, all senior devotees, Vaishnava and Vaishnavis. So because don't have much time, I only got 15 minutes. I was thinking to elaborate some of the contributions of Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. But because time is always a factor, time is always a problem. So because in that short frame of time, I don't know how much I can cover up. So maybe tomorrow. But from hearing Pujyapat Maharaj speaking and Sripad Bhumipati Prabhu speaking, describing the glories of BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, I'm remembering a verse from Bhagavatam, just consolidating of the two speakers what they spoke. Durla Manushyam Deham Dehinam Shanabhangur Tatrapi Durla Manne Vaikunt Priya Darshanam. Srimad Bhagavatam says, two aspects are rare. What are those? Durla Manushyam Deham. To attain human birth is rare. Dehinam Shanabhangur. And that human birth which has no guarantee. Yes, it can fall any minute, any moment, any second. Maharaj was describing yesterday. Kim Ashcharjam. 5,000 years back, this question was being asked to Yudhishthira Maharaj. 5,000 years back. Kim Ashcharjam. What is the greatest wonder of the world? And he didn't say the 7 wonders of the world. He didn't mention any of these. The Great Wall of China and the Taj Mahal of India. Not that. He said, Ahani bhutani yamalyam kashanti shesh thavarishanti kim aschan pabe. We are seeing, we are hearing. Our relatives die, friends, everyone is going one by one. But when it comes to us, we don't believe we have to die. What can be more great wonder than this? It's such a wonderful thing to wonder upon, to ponder upon. We are seeing, we are hearing. But if we touch our heart, no, I'm not going to die. Dehinam Shanabhangur. So one thing rare is this human birth. And second is Vaikunt Priya Darshanam. The darshan of Vaikunt Priya means the pure devotees. Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. There are 2 ways to Srila Prabhupada. I'm not that fortunate. I have not seen him through my eyes. But I've seen him, and we are seeing him through our ears. Tatrapi durlam manne vaikunt priya darshanam. Another rare aspect is to have darshan of Vaikunt Priya, the pure devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the direct associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, the ideals of Srila Prabhupada, as I was describing since 2 classes in the sequence, he never compromised with his preaching. He said, even the entire world get against me. And even he said, all of you, my devotees, my disciples, if you're not getting along with me, I don't care. I alone will stand under the shelter of the shade of my spiritual master and my Mahaprabhu, and I will preach boldly. What boldly? Bhagavad Dharma. Prayana Deva Munyo Samukti Kama Monam Charante Vijrena Parartha Nishta. Srila Prabhupada, this is my Guru Maharaj is speaking this. The memories of Srila Prabhupada. As Prahlad Maharaj said to Sri Narasimha Bhagwan, Prayana Deva Munyo Samukti Kama. Mostly, those munis, those rishis, they only worry for their liberation. But they are miser. They are miser. Monam charartha nishta na parartha nishta. I am not miser. Shikala Maharaj said. Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he took this verse and he said, my mission is also same. I am not miser like those who only worry for themselves. I want everyone to get liberated. This is the mood of a devotee, because a swabhav, a nature of par dukhe dukhi, cannot see the sufferings of others. Preaching cannot be done, preaching cannot be accomplished if the mood in the heart of preacher is there to see that everyone is suffering. The pain which gets in their heart, that is very important. If there is no pain in the heart, preaching cannot be done. Then there is something else. The compassion on the jivas, that they are suffering, this compassion is an important jewel in the heart of a preacher. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, was walking London Bridge. And all of a sudden he started crying. And his disciples came to him and he said, Gurudev, I think we done something wrong. Any offense? Please forgive us. Why are you weeping? He said, no. I'm crying to see these people. They're thinking they're enjoying. Actually, they're wasting their every minute, every moment of their life, which is so valuable. Janam koti sukritana labbai. It's so important. It's like a diamond. Every minute and every moment. And they're wasting. And I'm crying to see them. When a pure devotee cries, heart melts to see the sufferings of the people. What are the sufferings? No food, disease, old age? No. This is not the suffering. The suffering is averse to Krishna. He is not with Krishna. That's the suffering. The worst, the best suffering. And therefore, they put every endeavor to make jivas back to Krishna. That's the inherent nature. As Gauridas Pandit is saying, Devadi Deva Gaura Chandra Gauridas Mandire. Devadi Deva Gaura Chandra Gauridas Mandire Nityananda Sange Gaura Ambika Te Bihare. In that song, in the last what is saying? Gauridas Karatayasha sarva jiva uddhare. Gauri Das is praying to Mahaprabhu. Yeah. May all jivas get delivered. That's the nature. And this nature is inherent. Yeah. Inherent in Shuddha Sattva. No jivas can become Vishuddha Sattva. Means Vishuddha Sattva means the associate of the Lord. No one can become Lalita Vishaka. No one can become Sridham Subal. No one can become Nanda Baba Yashoda Maya. But those who are following in the footsteps of those associates, they cross all the modes of material nature and establish in that Shuddha Sattva, which is, devotee said, we don't want mukti. Anyone want mukti here? Mukti? Devotees seek mukti or not? Yes. Yes. First canto Bhagavatam established this. Mukti. Devotees want mukti. But what is the definition of mukti? We need to know this. Mukti ritva annatha swaswarupena avasthiti. To get established in one's spiritual form and attaining that vastu siddhi means the desirable, favorable mood to serve Krishna in one's spiritual form. This is the definition of mukti, the ideal meaning of the mukti, not that other kind of liberations. So Srila Prabhupada, BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he wants to establish this Bhagavad Dharma. And he said, all my life spent in just cutting jungles, in explaining, this is not bhakti, 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 and this is also not bhakti. He said, all my life, I just spent to explain to this world that this all is not bhakti. Prithvi te dharma name joto katha chale, bhagavad kahe paripurna chale. Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada used to say, Prithvi te dharma name. On this planet Earth, all those philosophies which are prevailing on the name of dharma, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, is all kapat, chal, hypocrisy, cheating propensity. You see, so many beliefs, so many panth, so many so-called religions, just cheating propensity. Only promoting what? Dharma, arth, kam and moksha. That's all. They're not focusing or centered on the service of the Krishna. They're self-motivated, self-centered philosophies. And 99.99999% philosophies, according to Srila Prabhupada, BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, is this. And that's not aligned with Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavad Dharma. And what is Bhagavad Dharma? Ye ve Bhagavad prokta upai atmalabde. Agya pumsa avirsham viri Bhagavatam hitam. The words which emanated from the lotus lips of the Lord to follow His injunction and instructions. That's Bhagavad Dharma. All these philosophies has nothing to do with Bhagavad Dharma. Therefore, in the beginning, Srila Prabhupada was very fond of this verse from Bhagavatam, the beginning of Bhagavatam. Dharma projit kaitav atra parmo nirmastaranam satam. Vedyam vastam atra vastu shivadam tap trayana mulanam. Shrimad Bhagavat Mahamune krite kim vaparirishvara sadya hridya vrudhati kritavi atra shushvaya tashanat. Dharma projit kaitav. Kaitav means hypocrisy, chal, cheating propensity. All these philosophies are cheating and people are just running after that. They're getting cheated by the cheaters. They got cheated. This philosophy is not telling unconditional love, nirupati prem. They're only teaching and preaching about conditional love and self-centered love, not God love. They're self-centered. Religiosity, economic development, all that, liberation. But no one is preaching about the Krishna Seva. Srila Prabhupada stood up strongly and refuting all those arguments alone with handful of his young disciples, his associates. Therefore, the scholars in Vrindavan, the Vaishnava Samaj, the community of Vaishnavas, they say if we keep on a scale, scale have two sides. If we keep the contribution of 4 acharyas on one scale, and if we put the contribution of Srila Prabhupada on another scale, the scale of Srila Prabhupada is heavier than the contribution of these 4 acharyas. Heavier. It's a very bold statement. It's not so easy. Why so? Because all these 4 acharyas, Shri Ramanuja, Shri Madhva, Shri Vishnu Swami, Shri Nimbaditti, they had many people with them for preaching. Although there was preaching, but not that extensive preaching as Srila Prabhupada, BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur did. On what point? The recipient, the pot, the recipient of the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In other words, so these are different analogies. In other words, if we see the contribution of different incarnations of Krishna, including Krishna himself, there was some reservations, some restrictions of his Karuna Shakti, the compassionate potency. Krishna is a donor, Vadanyai, but not Mahavadanyai. Shri Rupa Goswami is telling in Lagu Bhagavatamritam, Sant avatar Bahuva Pankaj Namasya Sarvatva Bhadra Krishna Vadanyai Kova Latosi Premado Bhavati. Oh, who can be more great donor than Krishna, who gives his prem, his love, his service to even the creepers. But those creepers which are already established in the Golok Vrindavan, not ordinary creepers. So Krishna is Dani, is donor, but not Mahavadanyai. But when it comes to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna Milit Tanu, Radha Bhavduti Solitam Naumi Krishna Sarupam, become Mahavadanyai. Namo Mahavadanyai Krishna Prema Pradayati. Is Mahavadanyai, great donor. Because, why? Great donor. Because without considering you are qualified and you are not qualified. Patra apatra vicharam na kurute nacha param vikshate. Deyam deyam vimakarshano nahi kal pratikshna prabhu. Sadhya ya shavniksham prem pranami durlabham. Shri Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur explaining. Without considering you are qualified and you are not qualified, the compassion, the Karuna Shakti of Mahaprabhu just flowed. And Mahaprabhu told his Karuna Shakti, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to restrict you. You can go in any direction and as far as you can. That's the glories of Mahaprabhu. And the embodiment of that Karuna Shakti of Mahaprabhu is Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, whose compassion flowed in all directions, in the entire universe, without considering you are qualified and you are not qualified. He made everyone, undated the entire world with his associates, with Krishna Prem. So we are very fortunate, we are in the line of Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada to follow, inspired us to follow Bhagavad Dharma. And Sri Bhagavatam says, Shutino patito dhyat adrato manubodhita sadde punati sadharmo de vishdropihi. Anyone who hears about Bhagavad Dharma, read Bhagavad Dharma, speak Bhagavad Dharma, or if you are not doing any of these, just respecting those who are doing this, they vishdropihi, become so powerful that even the demigods, entire universe, get against that person, cannot harm him, cannot stop his mission. There were so many obstacles came forward to Srila Prabhupada. But without any hesitation, he just overcome all those obstacles and boldly, fearlessly preaching only Bhagavad Dharma and refuted all other arguments. Therefore he said, my lifespan is just cutting these jungles. But I actually not here to cut the jungles. I want to give something very high to this world. What? The same mood which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give. Samarpaitum unnat ujarasam svabhakti shriyam. That unnat ujar ras. Unnat ujar ras. That's what the mission of Sri Chaitanya, Sri Prabhupada. But he also gave that. He also gave that. So, just keeping up here, it's too late. And we have a long day tomorrow. Big procession. Going to chant Maha Mantra. Going to speak the glories of Prabhupada. So make the people aware of what is this Krishna consciousness, what is this mission, what is this mood. And even if one jiva hears the glories of Prabhupada and get attracted to his pastimes or his contributions, then the whole efforts, everything is accomplished. With this mood, with this intent, just to please Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Maharaj, our Gurudevs, who are servants of BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, who are servants. By pleasing them, yasya prasada bhagavad prasado yasya prasada na gati koto. With this belief and with this faith, we paying obeisances at the lotus feet of Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada and to all his associates to shower his compassionate glance on us. So we, with our limitations and whatever we have, even with that, we get advance in serving Hari Guru and Vaishnavas. Gaur Premanande.
Hari Bol.
Prabhupada ki jai.